Hello everybody, this is Aesthetics and I'm here to talk about artifacts. Okay, I'm going to express here my opinion in terms of the artifacts from each rarities. For you guys have an idea which one you choose, invest your time, and I'll put these artifacts totally operational in your account. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you from each one as well, because it's very important, guys. It's very important because when you talk about the Dragonheir 70 gods, what exactly matters in terms of your best performance in the game is artifacts. Okay, it's very easy for you guys get rare artifacts and then go with the epic artifacts. So that's gonna be very easy for you guys get that. The most difficult part is about when we talk in terms of legendary artifacts. Okay, but I hope that this video here is going to be good for you. So I'm Aesthetics. If you didn't subscribe here to my channel yet, just subscribe to my channel, click there in the notifications, and for you guys have know when a live video is going to be available for you, or videos like these ones going to be also available for you watch and sort your doubts about what you intend in terms of the game to do. I intend in terms of the game for you do and get artifacts, or you are looking for specific guided videos or any other videos that can help you on the way for you have amazing experience playing Dragonheir. Okay, anyway, I'm going to start first here to talk about the rare artifacts. Okay, I'm going direct there. So when coming here, you have the exchange part. Okay, and then we have the exchange here, and then the first options that we have is the rare artifacts. Okay, and this actually it's not difficult to obtain, and for you guys actually have the artifacts you have to summon. When you are gonna be summoning and get dupe heroes of rare epics or even legendary, you're gonna be able to get these imprint stones right here. That is, you have the imprint stone number 1, number 2 for epics, and then you have the soul imprint in terms of the legendary heroes. Okay, in terms of rare artifacts, guys, let's start first with the first tip is right here. When you go to get these artifacts, get the ones that you're gonna invest till you put that artifacts in a high level. Do not use the essence of creation, that is the crystal that you use to level these artifacts in a high level. Like, try to mix that essence of creation between one artifact to another and spend all that essence of creation for nothing. Okay, this is the first thing that I'd like to say here, because I know that there are plenty of players that get the artifacts, and they start to spread because the essence of creation, guys, is not easy to get in the game, and you need that. I'm gonna give you an example about the essence of creation before I talk about the rare ones. Is I go here for my heroes, I'm gonna select one artifact. Okay, I'm going to select one here. As you guys can see, I have my artifacts level 20 there. This one here, go here, look at that. For me putting a level 20 here, I need the sense of creation. Sense of creation is this crystal here. Okay, it's not easy to obtain that. It depends of your game experience. You play Dragonheir between Fermender, it's possible to obtain that pillars, like in some other events. It's possible to obtain that a part of when you're gonna be also summoning heroes. But guys, use this correctly. Okay, these resources is very complicated. It's very difficult to obtain when you put your artifacts in a high level. It's the first thing that I'd like to say here, because this is important. Okay, I hope that you guys got my point right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go there again. I'm gonna back there. I'm gonna talk about the rare artifacts, and I'm gonna indicate you the best artifacts that you have to use in your account. Okay, between 5-6 ones, you know. So when you talk about the rare ones, I'd like to start with this one, guys. Actually, you guys need artifacts with attack. And now this one is going to give you HP. It's going also to give you attacking percentage right there. And as you guys can see over here, the Shaman, the Weather's ultimate skill gains up to 15% of the mage bonus. Guys, it's very important your attack heroes have the mage bonus. You know, if you have the mage bonus, your performance is going to be amazing. When you're gonna be there farming goblins, as an example, in the beginning of the story when you start to play Dragonheir, okay, go and get the attack ones. Do you have that one? You know, as an example, have this other here, that is the dancing gyro. Also give you defense, but also improve your attack. And the dancing gyro here, the wear obtains up to 25% extra attack speed. Attack speed also is totally relevant when you talk about your Dauntless heroes, you know, but also improve your attack. You know, if you are fast enough to attack, you're gonna be fast enough to kill the enemy. Okay. Another one that I'd like to say is this one in terms of your survivability. Coalition, the wear obtains up to 25% extra defense when there are allies around them. That really works in terms of supporters or even tank heroes that can be very useful. Okay, the banner of Oath. The next one, this one right here, guys. Probably you guys already noticed in my live videos that my Megan uses this artifact right here. Why should she use? Because her battle skill is the most important part that I have more interest for part of that hero to help me in the game. Okay, that is an example that I give in terms of Megan, the rare hero. So what this artifact does actually, you know, it's possible you guys obtain accuracy, you know, and accuracy is really good. When it like in terms of supporter, that can be really good for help you in terms of recharge the ultimate skill of your heroes, or even any kind of skill that helps you with increased defense or increased attack and so on, you know. It's important, guys, this one, mainly if that skill helps you in terms of the berry skill in the case of the heroes, you know, berry skill from each hero. So increases the awareness success rate of inflicting buffs or debuffs, as you see here, using berry skill. That go up to 15%. Okay, 50%. There are heroes that place attack down, you know, in the game that can help as well. A part of the attack down, like when you talk about attack down, you automatically think about survivability and so on. You know, that is like my point right here. You know, and it's very good you have this one. Okay, that is one of my recommendations. Another one is this one for your healers. Okay, your healer is going to get the defense and then HP in percentage here. This artifact gives to you healing from the weather, like you know, increases by up to 15% as well. So your healers is going to be interesting to have this to improve the heals from your healers. Okay, that's what it is. And the last indication between these rares right here, I already talked about 5 ones. I'd like to say about this one, the Lunar Harp. Why I'd like to say about the Lunar Harp? That can help you as well. It's kind of similar with this one, you know, the Inverted Arrow. But the difference, this one here increases the wearer success rate of inflicting buffs or debuffs using ultimate skill. Okay, that's also nice. It go up to 15%. There are heroes that have important skills to help the team, the allied team, in terms of the ultimate skills. So this one is exactly what intends to do. Okay, the Lunar Harp right here. Right, so these are my best recommendations between the rares. Okay, there are some others that you guys can consider, you know, here, but I suggest these are like between these ones as the best ones. Okay, these ones are the best ones, okay? The Luminary, the Volcanic, the Lunar Harp, the Banner of Alt, you know, the Dancing Gyro, and the Ivana's Arrows, okay? When we talk about epics, you guys could be able to notice that I talk about the Lunar Harp. You have the epic version of the Lunar Harp here, okay? And the epic version of the Lunar Harp is the Spiritual Essence Banner. Okay, again, if you want your hero move fast in terms of the ultimate skill, take the Spiritual Essence Banner. That can be useful for you in terms of also survivability, depending on the case, for your team survive in the battle. Okay, it's my best education because that go like look at that, increase the wearer ultimate energy by up to 10% after unleashing ultimate skill. Okay, one of my best recommendations between the epics here. The other one between the epics, definitely the Scarab Amulet. If you guys notice, like if you guys are participating in my live videos, my tank using the Scarab against the Harpy, you know, that helped me to fight the Harpy level 9. You know, that's definitely going to help me to fight the Harpy in a high level as well, you know, because you're gonna put your tank more tank possible. And this one right here is going to give you a shield up to 500% defense shield for 10 seconds, okay? So in terms of survivability, it helps a lot. It helps a lot right here. So do not lose the opportunity to have the Scarab, you know? You have to have that straight away. You know, my best recommendation here between that, because these two ones. Another one, guys, in terms of attack hero, the Eyeball of the Giant. This one has to be your force in terms of attack, you know. When you talk about attack heroes, you know, it's very important to have this one. The rare ultimate skills gains up to 20% damage bonus. It's not different between the rare heroes when you talk about the volcanic disc, you know. It's kind of like it's kind of similar, but of course that the eye is much better. All right, that is the function here in terms of this one. All right, so this is my third recommendation between the epics. Now let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one, when I talk about attack heroes in ultimate skill, you know, that can also be valid for supporters or even defense heroes. But like between the attack heroes, you also have the version to improve the damage bonus in terms of the battle skills. And how you gonna use this Manticore statue right here? Simple. You're gonna check if that hero, listen now, that attack hero, he has loads of attacks in terms of the battle skill. Let's say that his battle skill, he gives 5 hits. This is an example, okay? Just an example for you guys think about, you know? And it's going to be interesting if that hero only attack with the battle skill as well, make damage with more with the battle skill instead of the ultimate skill. And there are some heroes in the game that actually the ultimate skill is more a support. They do not do nothing in terms of damage. They do more damage in terms of the attack. It's the battle skill. Okay, this is an example. And then is when you have to put the Manticore in action. Okay, this is another recommendation that I give here in terms of the Manticore one. Another very good in terms of survivability, Mirror of the Living. Remember about our healers, survivability. So compassion gift. When the wearer heals allies with the HP below, you know, and then you guys can see up to 40% there, the amount of heals is increased by 30%. You know, this mirror helps you a lot. And then also I suggest you have the mirror in terms of your healers. And then another one that I also would like to recommend, like now this one, guys, the Ancestor's Candle is not different being according to the other equipment, other artifacts that I showed you in between the rares. But this one here, after the wearer launches a battle skill, the recharge time is really reduced. Look at this. The recharge time will be reduced by up to 10%. Okay, Look at this. In terms of recharge time of the skill, this also helps you, or you be quicker enough, mainly if that skill is a skill that can help your team in terms of survivability. Okay, but when you talk about epic artifact, guys, the primary artifact that you have to have between the epics is the Crown of Dunkling. When you talk about epics, this is mandatory. Your first artifact between the epics has to be the Crown. Why? Because the Crown is gonna help you to have defense penalty level 1. When you talk about defense penalty, help you to have more damage. Many terms of bosses, and you have the Nitune right there, that is the vortex, temporal vortex. So guys, this one here is your first epic artifact that you have to have in your account. Okay, listen carefully about this, because you have to have this in your account. Okay, this one right here. All right, another one here, actually you have very good between topics artifacts is right here, but I have to talk about these another two ones. Okay, that is the Platinum Knight Shield. In terms of survivability, reduce the wear AoE damage, taking up to 20%, and you know, helps in AoE attack for you survive. And if you have a shield guy, the wear grants up to 50% more shield. And then actually the anti-Naya Tiara is useful by Adolphus and some other heroes right there, but I have to talk about these two ones. And also in terms of epic artifacts, there guys, I suggest you guys have this one, Anti-Naya. The Crown is the first one, Platinum, Squarabi, Mirror, Spiritual Incense Banner, and then you have the Ancestral Candle, the Eyeball Giant, the Harp, the Eyeball, the Giant, and the Manticore statue. You know, for the third season came new artifacts, epic artifacts. These two ones are very good. Okay, we have here the Craven Eye Patch. Really good. Reduce damage taken by up to 40% when the wearer takes damage, and that exceeds 35% of their max HP in a single hit. That's really good, guys. Really good. I also suggest this one right here. And then you have also, in terms of attack heroes, the wearer gains, and additionally up to 8 attack for every 1 accuracy they have. Okay, can also be strategically used, these two ones right here. You know, it came with the other seasons there, but can be useful. Okay, and the same will happen between this one right here. All right, and then this another one as well. Okay, came with that, you know, but definitely these two ones here also, guys, can consider, you know, a part of the ones that are already I indicated here for you. Okay, now let's talk about legendary, guys. Legendary, I'm going to be totally straightforward for the 5 tops legendary artifacts that you have to have in our account. As you guys can see, I have all the 5 already. Okay, so the first legendary artifact that you have to have in our account is the Which Remains. It's the same about the Crown in the epics. Which remains very important you have, because it is going to help you to have defense penalty level 2, improves well your, like, let's say is going to double your damage in terms of performance. Many talk about bosses, you know, and on top of everything, these artifacts also you can use in an AoE attack. Is going to affect more heroes, more enemies, not more heroes, more enemies in the game. Okay, so that's your first one. The second one, totally mandatory, guys. I recommend you the Gatekeeper. If you have guardians, if you have a healer, like heroes that gives you survivability in terms of heals. This one helps you with skill haste. Skill haste is also very important in the game, but on top of this, this one improve up to 100% of the overheal for the wearer will be equally converted into a shield. It's going to help you to have a shield. And then when I talk about Garius, actually Garius, every single Garius you see in the game, they have this gatekeeper. Okay, the third one that I recommend you to have is the Rift Hourglass. You probably, if you are playing there in arena, you guys could be able to notice that plenty of the enemies that are going to fight in arena are there from other players, you know, teaming from other players. They have the Rift. Why they have the Rift? Because they want that hero to use quickly the skills over you. If they use the skills over you, what happens is they have actually 9%, 100% chance, or around 100% chance to win the battle against you. Okay, so important you have the Rift Hourglass. Okay, and the fourth one I suggest is the Solar King's Horn. Guys, this horn is amazing. It improves you, improves your team to have the extra damage. Okay, when the wearer heals an ally, it's very useful between the healers. Increases the ally's damage by go up to 5% for 10 seconds and up to 3 stacks. Okay, I use strategically this one right here. If a hero is not specifically a healer, but you have the artifacts that can also give a heal in some way, this also can work with that hero. This is an example. Okay, and then the 50th one is the attack one, and the OhtkBpMHRg, guys, is your force in terms of attack one, because this one right here is going to help you to have attack between all your range heroes. Okay, look at this. Range heroes in the team gain up to 10% of the wearer's attack. Look at that. That's really, really nice. You know, if you go there, play against goblins in some other areas in the game, you have the OhtkBpMHRg right here, guys. Go definitely for that, you know. And then after that, you select all these 5 is right here, and then you're gonna decide between some others artifacts that can be really, really useful for you, you know. So you have the Flute of the King here. You have more the Ghost Captain Hook. You have the Aurora Telescope. You have more the Drugo Blast Jar. You know, very recommended. I really recommend this one. Berserk Mask, the Aurelion Vest. Probably you notice that they are when you talk about one of the best healers in the game. I'm gonna show you guys here. You know, like you're gonna notice that this hero right here, Velocia, many of the Velocias in the game, they used that legendary artifact on her. Okay, this is one of the devices that I give to you. In terms of some other artifacts that's possible you choose, you know. And then after that, and then you can start to select some other artifact, like let's say School of Element Heroes, you know. Then you have the School of Element artifact as well, between the corrosion, the poison, you know, and the summons, the shadows, the aura heroes, the Dauntless, the Thunderbolts, the Frost, the Ice Blast. You have artifact for that, you know, between the Wide heroes, even the Burn heroes. So from each element school, you have also artifacts, extra artifacts that are available. Okay, a part of the exclusive one. And then we talk about exclusive, that's totally decent for me. Every exclusive artifact here, you have to have, you know, that's in fact is the case right here. If you have the specific exclusive legendary hero, you have to try your best to get also the legendary artifact, exclusive artifact for that hero, because in terms of damage is gonna be totally insane, mainly if that hero does high damage. Okay, that's what it is. But anyways, guys, this is my video talking about artifact. I know that my friend is Crash Gaming, he already did something about these artifacts, and I decided to bring also my opinion in terms of artifacts to help you out, but you select well these artifacts, because in terms of performance, guys, this is exactly what matters in terms of Dragonheir, not exactly about equipment. Equipment don't influence, okay? But the artifacts are exactly the ones that's going to keep, are going to keep in your account from one season to another season. And if you have a legendary, legendary artifact, that's going to be very easy for you, you know, very easy for you having great performance and you reaching a high status in the game. Okay, artifacts is totally relevant, so that's why I decided to bring the video here, and I hope that this video is going to be important for you. So if you like the video, guys, just like the video, subscribe here to my channel. This is my brand new channel, and see you in the next video soon. Bye bye.
Join Dungeons & Dragons Legends in Dragonheir.